Hey guys!
Hey guys!
It's Rihanna
and Kiana,
and we are going to talk to you about It Takes a Village.
3 ways to raise up the next generation.
Yes, because it definitely takes all of us to raise these kids these days.
Yeah, so much stuff going on nowadays.
Yes.
So,
hey Mom!
Hey Mom!
Thanks for watching.
If you're catching the live, just drop a 1 below, and if you're catching the replay, just drop a 2 below.
Awesome.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
So 3 ways to raise up the next generation. One way would be to support the dreams of children.
Yep.
So, of course, we do not have kids yet anyway,
Couple
we have worked with kids just about our whole lives. And in order to be able to raise, you know, it takes a village to raise up a child or whatever. You don't have to have children to raise them up. You can be a coach, you can be a mentor, a teacher. Just as long as you have
Really, Mom?
really, Mom, just as long as you're being a motivating force in a child's life.
Face.
Hey Christine, thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping a 1.
Sweet.
Appreciate that. You don't have to have children to be a motivating force in a child's life.
Definitely.
You can be a coach, a mentor, a teacher, just a positive influence in their life.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey
Jeanette.
Hey Jeanette, thanks for joining.
Thanks for watching.
Drop a 1 if you're catching us live, and a 2 if you're catching the replay.
Sweet.
So tip number 2.
So the second tip would be positive reinforcement in a child's life.
Yeah.
So because there's enough negativity in this world, you know, being positive just helps counteract that
The negativity. Yeah.
Yes.
And that all starts with positive affirmations, just saying, you know, I love you, you're doing great at life.
Yes.
Or if they're good at sports, just say they're like the best football player. Just giving them positive words to hear each and every day, because kids love that.
Yes.
They need that.
They really need it.
Yeah, because
definitely.
there's some kids who, you know, they go to school and they hear those positive affirmations and they go home and they don't hear any of that. So just being able to be that positive person in their life.
And it's funny, I was in a group with this lady at our transformation weekend, and she said her kid is not bad, he's just busy. I was like, oh, I like that.
See, that's a positive spin on it, I'll say.
Yes, so he's just busy. He's not bad. He's just busy.
The kid's not bad, just their behavior may be bad, but they're just busy.
They're just busy.
That's all.
Hi, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Thanks for joining us. Drop a 1 below if you're watching us live, and 2 if you are catching the replay.
Awesome.
And also, the third tip would be just to make sure they have the basics in life.
Yep.
Food, clothing, shelter, just being able to, you know, just have the basics. And I work at an adoption center, and there's a lot of children that are waiting to be adopted that are in foster care, or that are in foster care, and they've been through a lot of different situations in life, lots of trauma, PTSD, things of that nature. And what we do is we help them to get adopted and to find their forever family, as we call it. So kids just want the basics in life, really. And that brings us to our project that we're working on, and being able to help alleviate childhood hunger and be able to feed children right here on our block is just amazing.
Yes, it is. Our project that we're working on is called Project Feeding Kids, and we definitely help feed kids in a very cool way.
Hey, Miss Tona, thanks for watching. Drop us a 1 below if you're catching us live, and a 2 if you're catching the replay.
Yes. So we're actually able to help feed kids in a very unique way. And if you would like to help us feed even more kids, we would definitely thank you. We would definitely appreciate it. You can always reach out to us on Facebook, either myself or my sister, or LinkedIn. We're on
just about every social media you can think of. So
except for Snapchat, I don't.
Can't
give
it that yet.
Not yet, though.
Yeah.
And what's the other thing?
I think, one thing that we have we have a couple stories. Well, not a couple, just maybe like one. We used to work at a daycare, and this was years ago, probably 2003, 2004, something like that. And that was when Super Nanny came out and Nanny 911 came out. So of course we used all those different tips,
Yes.
you know, getting down to a child's level and telling them why they're in timeout, and instead of yelling at them, just like I said, getting down to their level and explaining to them what they did, and that really did work. And then, of course, giving them a high five, just letting them know what you did was not right, but let's work on it for next time, and just giving them a high five. And it really did work.
Those tips actually did work. I was really like,
and they were smiling afterwards.
Yeah.
It was like
shocking.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they were probably looking at us like, why is she explaining to me?
Because they're not used to that.
Did.
Yeah, because they're used to being yelled in. So.
Yeah, and I remember when we were younger, our mom used to, when we were, when we got in trouble or were about to get in trouble or something, she would explain to us why we were getting in trouble, and we never understood why.
Yeah.
Until we worked at the daycare and we tried those tips. Hi, Iris.
Hi, Iris.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Drop a 1 below if you're catching us live, and a 2 if you're catching the replay.
Awesome.
Yes, but we understand now why she did that. So we would understand, what we did and what not to do next time.
Yep.
Yeah. So it came in handy.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, that's all we have for tonight, but we will be on next week with another cool topic. If you found value in this video, please like and share. We appreciate all of your support, and we love you guys, and we love lives now. We wouldn't have done this like a year ago. Absolutely not. Nope. But now it's just like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just get to talk to you guys and just be ourselves and just have fun.
And if you would like to get notified of when we go live, you can turn on notifications on your Facebook. I believe it's in like the right-hand corner.
Yes.
Something like that.
It says notify when Rihanna goes live, and you'll see it.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Guys, have a good night. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.